Hey everyone, welcome to more political chatter. This 2024 election prediction is between Donald Trump being the former president in 2024 versus Nina Turner. Now, Nina Turner, I do have her Wikipedia page here. She is a former member of the Ohio State Senate. I know you're thinking, well, it's not very much, you know? Well, she really became big in 2016 when she worked with the Sanders campaign, the Bernie Sanders campaign, to get Bernie Sanders as the Democratic nominee. Of course, he failed. And then after that, she became a key member of the Sanders campaign. She worked with the Sanders campaign, and obviously she was going to be very popular among Bernie supporters. But really, those progressives, like those who want universal health care, they want to not obviously want to lower student debt, all that, everything that Bernie Sanders supported in the 2020 election. I will change the map here. It should be 2024. Whoops. Alright, anyway, yeah, let's do the selection. So, I'm just changing the names here. So, yeah, Nina Turner, she will win, and you did see that she's African American, so, and a woman, and that will obviously play a part. Alright, let's do this. Trump versus Turner. Nina Turner, she will win safe Democratic states by solid margins. California, Oregon, and Washington. I think these will be three states that she will win easily. Hawaii and Illinois. I think she'll do very well in Illinois, like Obama did in 2008, and I will change that sidebar there. Alright, and then she'll win in D.C., Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New York, along with Maine's first. Now, the national environment for the Democratic Party is not very good right now. Obviously, you know that because of Joe Biden's apparent unpopularity. It's very clear that he is unpopular, and that's going to affect every Democrat just a bit. Some more than others. Biden himself more than someone like Tulsi Gabbard, who criticized the Democratic Party. Nina Turner, I do see Biden's unpopularity affecting her not majorly, but definitely moderately. As it will for most Democrats. Not as much as someone like Pete Buttigieg, who is in the Biden administration, or someone like Harris, who's vice president, or Biden himself, because Nina Turner is not directly related to the Biden administration. However, any Democrat will lose votes from him. Democrats are just not doing good right now. Trump will carry on states like Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana solidly, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska at large. Nebraska's first and Nebraska's third. South Dakota, North Dakota, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina. Nina Turner will turn out African Americans in the South. I think really any African American woman or man really will turn out. I think they're going to turn out African Americans as much as Biden did in 2020. I really do. Maybe a little different in a few states. Maybe they turn out like a few less in Georgia and a bit more in North Carolina. But Nina Turner is an African American woman, and she will turn out African Americans. West Virginia and Indiana will stay in that Trump column. And then there are those likely states that are not switching, like Arkansas. In reality, Nina Turner, she comes from Ohio. She's not a Southerner. I don't see her doing very well in the state of Texas. I think she'll do I think she'll do a bit worse than Biden did here in 2020. I really do it. The president's unpopularity is going to hurt her big time. In Texas, it's just one of those states where Biden is unpopular, and I don't see it happening at this moment. Maine's first, I don't see switching. I think this will go to Donald Trump, and then Maine at large, of course, will go likely for Nina Turner. Now, saying how little Iowa and Ohio shifted to the right in 2020, that's a big part. And Nina Turner is from the state of Ohio. Iowa, I don't see being competitive. Even though Obama was popular here, Trump managed to win it by a likely margin. Far by a likely margin. I think 8% in 2020. Right? These Obama voters in Iowa and Ohio, they're not switching. Obviously, however, Nina Turner will make some sort of impact in Ohio, but Trump won it by 8 points in 2020. Do I even see Nina Turner flipping the state, or not flipping the state, do I see her winning even 4 points better than Biden did? With the administration's unpopularity, no. If the administration was at 50% approval, I would make it a lean margin. I wouldn't even give it to her. But as of right now, Ohio is staying in that likely column. It's not switching. It's out of reach for the Democratic Party at this moment in time. Virginia, I see Nina Turner doing pretty well here. I mean, Hillary Clinton won it by a likely margin, but I will give it a lean margin just because right now Biden is more unpopular than President Obama in 2016. Alright, moving to, let's do Maine second. I like to get this one out of the way. I mean, I think this will be a pretty close race. I think it's going to be tilt either way. But the Biden's unpopularity will hurt Nina Turner here, because this is an area where Biden is doing very badly. I will give it to Donald Trump. I'll make it a lean margin, not tilt. Alright, and then going to New Mexico and Colorado. I do think Nina Turner will do pretty well here. She will turn out suburban moms here in these two states, along in Nevada and Arizona. I think these will stay in the likely column. You know, even with Biden's unpopularity, they're not going to shift that 4 or 5 or even Colorado went to Biden by 13 points. So 8 points in that matter. I don't see it shifting to the right 8 points or 5 points, whatever it may be, to make it a lean margin or a tilt margin or flip to the Republican column. I think Nina Turner will appeal to these voters here. They're not going to stay home for her. Democrats in the state, she'll be pretty exciting. She's a new progressive Democrat, and that's what Colorado and New Mexico want. They are progressive states. The Democrats in these states are very progressive. I think Nina Turner will do pretty well in these two states. Arizona, I do want to give to Nina Turner. But Biden's unpopularity is kind of halting that. I mean, really, I think I have to give this to Donald Trump. I think it's going to just be over 1%. I think it would be a very close race here. But just because Nina Turner, this is a less, this one is really tough. Nina Turner will do pretty well here, but I just don't see it happening because a few Democrats will stay home. And that's all you need to tilt the state. Plus, we do have to remember this. Arizona Democrats are moderate. They elect moderate Democrats for the Senate, representatives, not governors right now. But whatever it may be, Nina Turner is in that moderate, and that's going to change that shift, or that characterization for me. She is extremely progressive. I think she would be a bit too left-wing for it to go to her, to Nina Turner. But Nevada, not so much. They are a progressive state. They have progressive Democrats. I'll give Nina Turner Nevada, but I think it would be very close. I think it will be by a tilt margin. I think Nina Turner will carry Nevada's 6 electoral votes. And then moving up to Minnesota, I could see them really adopting Nina Turner's progressive bill, I guess you could call it, her progressive Medicare for All bill. They voted for Hillary in 2016, even though they almost went to Trump. I think this will be a Turner state. I don't know, it's a Democratic state, went to Biden by 10 points in 2020. I really don't see the state flipping. Wisconsin, I do see flipping. We do have to remember how little the state shifted to the right I'll make it a tilt margin actually. How little shifted to the right in 2020. To the left in 2020. Compared to these other states, Wisconsin shifted almost nothing. Yet people don't remember that because it flipped. That's how close the state of Wisconsin is. It can go either way. People don't realize it, but it flipped. It went tilt for Donald Trump and it went tilt for Joe Biden. While in Michigan, it went tilt for Donald Trump and then lean for Joe Biden, 3.1%. In Pennsylvania, it went tilt Donald Trump and then lean Joe Biden in 2020. While Wisconsin was tilt Trump, tilt Biden. This is an extremely close state. But Biden is unpopular in this state. I mean, people are regretting voting for Biden here. These moderates who didn't like Trump are just wishing that they stayed home. Not necessarily voted for Biden, but just stayed home. And many of them will stay home for Nina Turner. Nina Turner, I think, would do considerably well compared to other Democrats in the state of Michigan. Mostly because she comes right next door from Ohio. She shares the same values as these Michigan voters. But This is a state with many African Americans who will turn out for her. That's key. This is a huge African American population. Nina Turner is African American. Women will turn out heavily for Nina Turner in the state of Michigan. I really do think Nina Turner would do pretty well here. Pennsylvania, I will also give to Nina Turner because, again, she has this appeal. This will be a bit closer because there's less African Americans in the state of Pennsylvania, but Democrats, I do think, will turn out for her, and Donald Trump's still unpopular after January 6th. January 6th is still in voters' minds, and there's a lot of parents in Pennsylvania who wouldn't want that in their child's America. I think Nina Turner would do fine in the state of New Hampshire. Obviously, it's going to reduce from 2020. I think it's just going to be a bit under 5%. But it's not Biden or Harris. We have to remember that. Nina Turner is more popular than Biden and Harris. So I think she would come out with a win in the state of New Hampshire. Florida has proven that they are a Trumpian state. They are for Donald Trump. They have become more Republican ever since 2008. Obama won in 08 and 12, yet his vote reduced in 12. It flips Republican in 2016. Trump just wins it by 1.7%. And then it increases for Donald Trump almost by 2%. That's pretty crazy to me in a swing state like Florida that decided the 2000 presidential election by 550 votes. And now it's going to Trump by 3.5%. That's pretty insane. This is a Trumpian state. The state has proven that this is not flipping. Florida is a Trump state. Nina Turner, I don't see doing very well there. If a Republican could win the governorship in 2018 over a Democrat in a huge blue wave year, that's the thing. It was such a huge blue wave year because Trump was president, and 2020 was blue wave year too. I don't see it happening right now. I do think Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. But Georgia, I think Nina Turner will come out with a win in the state of Georgia because the Democratic nominee is not Biden. Nina Turner, I think, will turn out a bit more African Americans than Biden did in Georgia and North Carolina. And I did mean to make South Carolina likely. Sorry, I forgot about that. But Georgia, I think, will go tilt Nina Turner, and she's already won this election, which kind of shocks me. I think Nina Turner will make a huge effort in the state of North Carolina, and she definitely has a shot at a win. It's hard to predict at this moment. However, I do think it will stay in the Trump column. Very narrowly. Just very, very narrowly. I'll give it to Trump by a tilt margin. I think this will be very close, but I think Trump and Turner will invest in the South. I really do. I think this is where they're going to campaign. I think Nina Turner will and remember, in Georgia, you've got Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams will campaign, make sure African Americans turn out for Turner more than she did for Biden, because Turner is an African American, and she will turn out African Americans in the South. So, and I would give North Carolina to Nina Turner if it wasn't for Biden's unpopularity. So, Nina Turner wins. Wow. By 11 electoral votes, or 281 electoral votes, to Donald Trump's 257. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.